All right, hi, this is Anakin, and welcome to Railway Empire 2, the Bella Italia DLC. We're going to play the first scenario of this recently released DLC. We're going to go into New Game, going to Scenarios, we're going to go to the Italy map, a new map, and we're going to do the first scenario called Bella Roma. Rome is a wonderful city in the center of the Papal State. Here stands the Colosseum, a massive antique amphitheater, a testament to the city's rich history, and an excellent business opportunity. Pietro Bastogi, a Tuscan politician, opportunist, and businessman, also smells this. He wants to make use of the building as a tourist attraction, and what lends itself better to mass transport of tourists than the railways? Okay, now when I go away from Railway Empire 2, I forget how to play. I really do. So I've already taken a look at the first set of tasks and done those one time to see what's going on. And I will give you, kind of, how should I say this? Full disclosure, because I know what the second set of tasks are, it's going to change slightly how I would play the first set of tasks to be prepared for that, okay? And I'll point it out when we come to it. But I am, I do have a little bit of knowledge, and that's probably a good thing. Okay, so we're going to play as the entrepreneur because he mentioned tourists, right? So we're going to be the Italia Railways Inc., IRI, and we're going to take advantage of the express train bonus to make a lot of money, hopefully, and do well because of that. We'll have to deal with the slower maintenance. That's okay. And a little higher staff costs. Actually, we'll have lower staff costs because we have higher efficiency. So that'll make up for it a little bit. All right. So we're going to be the entrepreneur. We are definitely going to do the manual signals. They're basically the automatic signals. The only difference is that now we can add some additional signals like our Jan Jansens if we want to. We won't be founding cities. We will have to buy our way into other regions. And let's go. So 1.45, that's kind of an average or slightly higher than average kind of factor. 2.5 million, I guess, lira. Would be what we'd be having in 1850, whatever this is, 1855, I think. And normal looking stuff here, so let's go.
Buongiorno. So, you are the one who's going to assist me in getting this transport business up and running. Very well. Let us create a railway network that befits the greatest city of all, Rome. For now, you should focus on getting established within the papal state around Rome and utilize the famous Colosseum. It is sure to attract many passengers.
Okay, while he was talking, I ripped through these and I apparently missed one. There we go. Now, there's a couple of notes about the engines. The Sampier de Reina, I have no clue how to actually say that, but that's what I said, is a pretty good train. Mix 3951. It's a pretty good train. Expensive, but a good train. We can't use it yet. We may at some point we may use it. And then the Le Continent is a slight upgrade. A little faster, a little more tractive power, a little more popularity than the Iron Duke, which is what we would have been using for Express. And since Express is so important to us, even though this is a very expensive train, we're going to run this guy, the Le Continent. So that'll be our Express train. And then the other thing to note, the other new one is this Mastodonte de Giovi. It's a very good, decent traction for 1855. And it's set up for hills and stuff, right? You can see how the engines are set. It's set to really handle steep hills and stuff as best they could in 1855. It's very slow, and we will not be using it probably at all. And then for freight, we will use the Jenny Lind. It's a mixed use until we get something better. It's decent speed and decent tractive power. So that'll be our trains. Into the research, you saw that I already picked the Le Continent. We had 420, so we got 120 left, so we can do a 100 before we go. So I want to go back here and see what are we missing. And it looks pretty good. We're not missing any of the basics all the way back. Don't care about maintenance posts. I've never I've experimented with them, don't like them. Bidding doesn't matter. We don't have competitors. Well, does it matter? It does matter, I guess, because we could bid on auctions. I'm sorry, we could bid on research, but I find the research in Railway Empire 2 is so expensive, it's not worth bidding on. Maintenance requirements, we would like that. Why don't we hold off and get, when we have 2 stars, we need 40 more. We will get the counter pressure brakes. So it'll take us like 2/3 of a month to build up the research to get those. All right, that'll be our plan for research. All right, here's our task. Connect 3 cities, connect 5 rural businesses, grow Rome, and transport passengers to Rome. Now, these 2 here we should finish before we ever go off pause. We should finish those right now as fast as possible. So we got $2.5 million, plus we'll be able to do a bond. And here's the deal with our territory. We have this whole big area, and then we're blocked out of northern Sicily, Umbria, and Tuscany. And that's it. That's the whole map. There's just 4 regions. So, again, we've got to connect 3 cities. We've got 4 to work with: Rome, Civitavecchia, Terni, and Latina. So, and notice too, we've got pasta here, sausages or meat here, and we've got a blank in Latina, which would be very helpful. Now, the pasta kind of takes the place of bread. So you got milk bread, or as we used to call it, the beer meat lines of the old Railway Empire. So this would be a great line, you know, and then we could make that something that would be worthwhile. So I think what I'd like to do, because Rome is such a center to this, and because we know we got that Colosseum, we don't want a lot of stuff going there, we're going to use a star distribution system, passenger and mail and freight in Rome. So I think what we'll do, I know what we'll do. We're going to put a station in Rome, and it will be our Rome passenger station. Then we're going to connect 3 cities to it. Well, 2 more to give us that task. So let's go to Civitavecchia, and let's run a line of max speed, top to top like that. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and double track these. We will be sharing freight and passenger track, at least for the time being, maybe forever, because it's really hard to build dedicated freight lines with your initial funding, and make any real progress. So we got our double track there between those 2 cities. Then we go up here to Terni, and we go like this, and we connect Terni. Now our endpoints, Terni and Latina and Civitavecchia, are just going to have a sync for now. We'll just have a station. We will give Rome a dedicated freight station, because it's going to get a lot of traffic, and we'll see if this will work.
Bravo!
There, we got our task
network
done.
Grows and grows.
And on our endpoint cities, our 3 endpoints, we will give it double track, 2 platforms. I really want to have 4 platforms in Rome. And I'm trying to decide right now, do I want to just go ahead and bite the bullet and do that right now? I think I'll wait till we save up some money. Make sure we can get this done. I'm not going to do signals yet, and we'll try my best not to forget them before I start running, but I just want to get the basic structure in place and get those 2 tasks done before I worry about signals. And that way we'll have all the intersections, all the junctions made, and should be easier for us to put the signals in the right place and only have to do it once. So here is Latina, and we'll go like this and into there like that. And yeah, top to top, double track, switches on this end, switches on that end. So there, now we've got our kind of our skeleton for our system set up. Now we want 5 connections for freight. So let's go grab, we want the pigs to run to Rome. Now we could skip them because they're close by, but we're not going to. We might as well make money on them, and we have that task to connect 5 anyway. So 5 rural stations. So here's one, and we'll call this, like I said pigs, it's actually hogs. So we'll call this hogs. And it's a short line. We can go ahead and double track it. Like that. Okay, there's one. Let's get up here and get the grain. For now, with the design I intend to use, we only need to go in one direction, down to Rome. So this will be grain, but I'll kind of line it up so if we want to go back up there to like Tyranny, it won't be that hard to make that switch. Okay, we'll go here. Okay, there's grain. Now wood is going to be a little costly. I think we'll go toward Civitavecchia, like this. I think they call it lumber. And we'll go yeah, there we go. Well, looks good. Looks good. Looks good, he said. All max, no bridge, no tunnel. Lovely. This one will not need to be double tracked all the way just yet. We'll save a few lira right now and just put in that much. And then 1, 2, 3 grapes. We'll run grapes from down here. And we'll run those. Like that. And we'll go ahead and double track that one. All right. And then to get our task done, we'll go up here and grab olives. And we'll run those down. Like that.
Fantastico! The agriculture is running at full.
Okay, so we got our first 2 tasks done. Now we need to grow Rome and run a bunch of passengers. So, how are we going to do that? Well, again, we're going to have that station there. We're also going to have something. We're going to have a separate freight station. Right there. We'll call it Rome Freight. And it will need to be able to go to all the cities and out toward all the different raw materials. So we'll come in like this. And we'll use 2 platforms on it for now. With the intent of probably expanding, yeah, we will. We'll expand it to 4. I got that. That's a little too sharp. That's making for a bad intersection. Let's run it out a little further. Yeah, that's better. And then run it the other direction so it can go down toward Latina. Okay. Is that everybody? Is that it? That was pretty easy. All right, let's go before I forget. Speaking of before I forget, let's get see, we already got 5%, so we can run 200% on that. And look at that, we're already at 125% efficiency. Yeah. That's all we have to do is double up on the training with this character. So that's going to save us that extra employee welfare. I guess they like her, so they don't have to be. They don't have to be well. Who cares if my kid has insurance as long as I work for a boss I like. Okay, so here we go, and there we go. Now everybody's 125%. Beautiful. We're waiting on 2 stars up here. Let's do our signals. By the way, every once in a while, one of you will write, I do everything he does exactly like he does, and somehow he always has 10 times the money that I have. Well, the one comment I would make to you is, are you doing all this on pause? Because if you're doing it while the machine's running, if you think that's better, you're wrong. Flat out wrong. Put it on pause. There's no penalty for being on pause. And take advantage of that and get everything set up the way you want it before you come off of pause. Because if you, like a great example there, just from a task point of view, those first 2 tasks, we have played 0 seconds of this game and we've already finished 2 tasks. So that's got to be a perfect score. If that's not a perfect score, I don't know what is, right? So, but it's not just the score, it's the money. The time is so valuable. I mean, it is the most valuable thing in the universe, honestly. It's the most valuable thing in any of our lives, and it's the most valuable thing in this game. So manage your time by taking advantage of pause. Okay, so enough of that sermon. Okay, grapes. Here. Ooh, we didn't double track this one. And let's do, okay. Let's just make sure these all look good. We're missing one right here. There we go. These are all good. Good. Looks good around Rome. Looks good here. Looks good up here. Okay. Well, that's perfect. We just out of money. Time to go get some more. Now, we haven't run any, so our company value's the same. We might even be able to run it for a second and see if it will. See, it's got cash 2.5. Well, I guess we lost our cash and put stuff in. We're not going to need more company value. All right, so 2.5. 2. We can't take that and that because it'll make us too much. So we can take that and that. There we go. Now we got some money to play with. Now, what do we want? Grow Rome passengers. I actually think the long pole in the tent is growing Rome, of course. Oh. I see a hole in our track design. We can't get from over here into this station. So without some kind of weird going up somewhere and turning around kind of thing. So let's go like this. And like that. There we go. Now we can get to Rome. I think we're going to set up our freight first. Yes, we are. Okay. So let's go with, first of all, going to want a warehouse here. And in that warehouse, we'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 raw materials. Okay. And then we're going to want lines that go like from here to here, running full with the Jenny Lind. It's a freight line. Then we're going to want one from grain to the freight, running full. And then we're going to want the hogs to the freight station, running full. And then we're going to want the grapes to here. Running full. And we're going to want olives to here. Running full. And we're also going to want Latina to here. It's kind of backwards, but a freight line. Shoot, I should have picked that first. Okay. Then we're going to want one from Tierney to here. A freight line. We're out of money. All right. We'll wait till we get a connection. We'll get one from Latina actually, and then we'll run some more trains. This guy here should get us a connection bonus. It didn't. How could it not? Okay, all right, I'm confused. I'm totally confused by that. Here. Oh, you know what? I think it's only giving us a bonus to that first station. Could that be? That's baloney. I'll take exception to that. Okay. There's the bonus. And then here to here, Express, the Continent with these two. And then I want a restaurant and a post office, which I can't quite afford. I'll come back and get that. Okay. And then we want to go, well, here I want, okay, another bonus. Okay. I want a restaurant and a post office. And I want a passenger train. Like that. Then I want to look at here and get a restaurant and a post office. And then we want to get down here, we want to get a post office, and we'll save a space for maintenance. Okay, ran through that money pretty quickly. Okay, bonuses left? Yeah, no. Yeah, we got one. There we go. We got that. Now, all right, fine. We will put maintenance here because I'll forget it. Run it up to 100%. Okay. Then we'll put maintenance here because I'll forget it. 100%, transfer to all. Okay. 281. Now, we did run freight out of Rome to each of these cities. Now, what we are missing is kind of like the pasta to go down here. Okay, now let me talk about what I was saying about now that I know what's coming up after this, I would do something differently. When I played through it before, just practicing, if you will, I put, let's see, a wine factory came up as the second business in Rome. Somebody put it in there. Nice. I put olive oil here, close to the olives, and that way we had everything coming to Rome. What I didn't do is realize that the next set of tasks, we have to transport wine to Rome. Well, that meant we would have been competing with the factory that was there. So we've got to make sure we put an olive oil factory in Rome when it hits the right point. Okay? And then we can put our wine down here in Latina and run grapes directly to it and be looking really good. All right, for the next set of tasks. So that's where I'm not cheating, but I kind of am. I'm using knowledge of something that I wouldn't have known first time I played this. All right, so let's get some supply depots in here. I think that covers everybody. Yeah, those three cover the whole map. Now let's look at Rome's at 35. Let's just see if we got everything going. It's making its own sausage. It needs olive oil right now, and see that plays into actually a good way to build this faster anyway. It's the next thing it needs. So we want to add an olive oil industry in there, and that's going to cost us $382. So we're going to 320. We'd have to close that big one, so we're just going to save up 382,000 lira, and we're going to put an olive oil factory in Rome. And that will automatically give us that. And see, it needs wine as well, but it needs olive oil first. So, well, they're kind of the same deal at this point. But still, when it hits 40 or before, when we hit 382 or when it's 382, when it hits 40, we're going to put, I guess they both have to happen. We're going to put a olive oil plant here. Now I've got our research. We can get our what was it we wanted, the lower maintenance requirements. Now we'll save up for this one, which isn't and I would like the track construction. This one isn't helping us too much. It will help us. We're still paying 100% on well-being, but we're not paying a bonus. This would help. That would help. I really like that one. Man, we're missing some good ones here. Crappy draw. All right, so I think 200 for this, and then 100 for that. Okay. Do we have grapes in our warehouse? We do. These cities probably, if we look at flow of goods, they probably don't need them yet. Yeah, that's what's going on. The only city that needs the grapes right now is Rome. Okay, that's all right. We got our 382. Is there anything else we really want to do right now? I mean, let's just stay focused on. Crap. Hold on. One other thing. The other task, that one, which is, you can see we're doing very well on it. But could we not make more money if we had the right number of trains running? For example, here, we would really like to have a second train here. That's very expensive. That's going to wipe our money out. Oh, boy. I think I'm going to hold off on the extra train. Wow, this is so not me. But I'm going to hold off and make sure that we have the funds to do this when it hits 40,000. Small breakdowns, we can't do anything about that. Here, it hit it. So we're going to put in an olive oil factory in Rome. And it already is getting olives, so sure enough, it'll start making olives. Here we go. That'll raise that. Beautiful.
Just as I thought. The Colosseum attracts many tourists.
Okay.
After all, it is the biggest amphitheater that was ever built in the whole world.
Now, we could have been a little faster with this one had we gotten a couple more trains on these lines, which would really be useful. What I want to do now is put a wine factory here. That's our next goal, and that's going to cost us how much? $478. That's expensive. $478. $423. $423. We need to probably. Well, yeah, let's just let it run. I think maybe at this point we could think about looking at these lines and getting a little more profit on them. So this guy here, I don't know. How about you? 12,000. It's a 14-day line. It certainly needs a second train. 1.5 million. That's really not awesome. Investing that olive oil early was a big deal. It's a big change. Okay, we'll get another train on that, and I'd like to get another train on this Tyranny line down here too. Okay. And would love to have a library at 50,000. That's 100 grand. Wow. 465, 60, 610. We're only at 490. I don't know if we're going to get a third bond available to us or not. Love to have the. Maybe we will luck out, and since there's that spot there, I tell you what. Maybe we could influence that. We might luck out if we were to do this. If we were to go like this. Yeah, I don't know if this has any influence on it or not, but we could set up a dedicated line. We're going to need it anyway you look at it. Okay. Well, whether we build it or a computer builds it, as long as a winery gets built down there. So if we set up a line like this from here to here, which probably won't do anything. Well, it won't do anything at first, I suspect. Run full with the Jenny Lind freight. Yeah. It'll just sit there for now, but by golly, it's ready. So take the hint, computer owner. $504. Oh, we could. Okay, we can close this. We're good. Maybe. Assuming that nothing happens down there, we can close this for about 160, 170, 170 probably. So let's just let it run till we get 170. And I just want to see, do we have stuff going back? We should. Well, not a lot. Okay. We got 2 stars. What's that worth to us? That's worth this guy. Okay. And then we've got the ability probably to shut down. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Come here. Close out that one and give us a nice big loan or bond. And we'll go down here to Latina and we will put in our winery at Latina. Beautiful, beautiful. We've already got a line that runs back between Latina and Rome Freight. See, it's bringing stuff down here. It'll start taking wine back eventually. Now this line here will start running. This one here, see, it's bringing grapes to Latina because they're now needed. All right, good, 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 beautiful, beautiful. And we'll get, we're not at 50 yet. We need veggies, we need milk. Okay. Okay. Now, I don't think I mentioned this. The other thing I noticed that was really confusing for me for a minute. These are veggies. See how this is like a yellow bell pepper and tomato, and I can picture that fruit, that veggie. I can't name it though. Kind of I can't think of it as. That's veggies. But if we look down here, they've got the icon or avatar, whatever you call it, for these things. This citrus fruit, they look very similar, but it's got the orange, lime, and lemon. So the orange is on top, and up here it's got that green, whatever that veggie is. So I guess that's worth knowing. So let's run these guys into Rome. We could you could think about another warehouse and have another train running out with those advanced goods later on. I mean, that we could consider that. What are we going to do? Or we could put a warehouse on one of these out here in the country and run them there. I think I like just for now, until we see what else we got to do. I think we'll just go up here and grab veggies. And go here. I'd like to do this with no bridges at all. It's going to have a steep fall off, but that's okay because it's coming downhill. It's coming downhill loaded, and then it's going to go uphill. A little bridge, I can live with that, I guess. Into this, which now needs to be double tracked. At least part way, if not all the way. Let's go to Plan 2. And then Plan 2. And double track out to the wood and then give it signals. Yeah, okay. And then back to track 1 or Plan 1 and run it down. Connect it into the line like that. All right, we can give it a little faux double track coming off. All right, and vegetables to Rome Freight. Run full, a freight line, 683 in quarter two. That's pretty good. And there we go. Bunch of veggies for Rome. And the next thing Rome would like would be milk. Olives. We probably want to bump up the olive delivery too, since we have that plant there. Olives to Rome. Let's add a train on this. There we go. Okay. And now we want milk, which is out here. Milk. Okay. And milk to here, running full. All right. Okay. So we're giving it everything we can think of. It's at 50,000. Next thing we want to do is give it a library. So we'll put a library out here as soon as we get maybe near the Coliseum, kind of. As soon as we have the funds for it, that'll give us 10% more demand fulfillment. Okay. All right, we have to hit 60. We're at 80%. We're making that. We've got stuff coming. We've got that. We've got veggies. We've got that. We need cheese. Now, cheese, I don't think we're going to. That's good. That's a tough break. There's nothing we can do about the cheese, honestly. We could think about another train from here to here. Yeah, let's just not think about it. Let's just do it. All right, we're getting very, very good growth now. And it's the cheese and the planks. We don't have any place we have no industry slots, right? These are going to have to grow to 40, and they're both really small. And Latina isn't growing. What's your problem? Well, they're going to start wanting wine. That'll help. They're making it. Veggies. What did we say? We want cheaper construction, track construction. Then we'll go up here and reduce the price of our trains. 923 third quarter. I think that's pretty good. Do we have two trains running this passenger line? We don't. Now we do.
Bellissimo. The urban growth is fueled by our trains. It seems that you've familiarized yourself with your surroundings. I think it's time for some expansion. Acquire a concession for one of the surrounding regions.
All right, so he is Tuscan. So we're going to do Tuscany plus. That's the one I know fits with the way we did this. We can gain Tuscany, Umbria, or Northern Sicily. I think it's one of those deals where if you grab whichever one you grab first, you're going to end up grabbing the other ones later, right? It's very much like the Indian DLC. So we're going to grab access to that. We need 491. What are we looking at money-wise? 466. Why don't we? I tell you what, to get us to really rock and start. Let's let this run until we have 520-ish. Okay. And then let's go close this one. And let's open a bigger one. And let's get access to that region.
Ah, Tuscany. A wonderful region. And rich in high-quality wine and other foods. Embrace the regional products. Make them yours. Help the local economy and support tourism.
All right, so here's the one that made me force those factories the way I did. Deliver the wine to Rome. You don't get credit if you're making it in Rome. And if you're making it in Rome and you want to ship other stuff to Rome, other wine to Rome, you've got to compete with that factory, which is going to keep upgrading itself. You'd have to buy it and knock it down, cost a fortune. We're set up now to deliver the wine to Rome already. Now, passengers, Grosseto to Rome, we can set that up, of course, and grow this region. Now we can just do a 3-city cluster up there and build them out, and we'll do all that in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you saw something that'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, share, and subscribe, and join us for our next Railway Empire 2 video. Thank you.